Hello everyone, I am Dr. Aishwarya Balap. In this video, we are going to discuss about IR interpretation of ethers, alcohols and amines. In ethers, addition of the carbon-oxygen-carbon asymmetric band and vinyl CH bonds. So there will be two types of bond which we can expect in the ethers. That will be first, that is, it is a strong band for the anti-symmetric carbon-oxygen-carbon stretch at 1050 to 1150 per centimeter, otherwise dominated by the hydrocarbon component of the rest of the molecule. So if we consider this example, in the IR spectrum of this ether, you can see the strong carbon oxygen carbon anti-symmetric stretch that will be observed in between 1000 to 1200, which is a quite a strong peak you can see in the whole IR spectrum, and remaining peaks will be like your CH stretching and CH bending along with this strong peak of the carbon oxygen carbon asymmetric band. In case of alcohols and phenols, characteristic bands due to OH and carbon oxygen stretching. So we will first see OH stretching. It is affected by hydrogen bonding. Free hydroxyl groups absorb between 36, 3585 to 3650 per centimeter, which is a strong and sharp. Free hydrogen bands are only observed in the vapor phase or very dilute solution of non-polar solvents like carbon tetrachloride. Intermolecular hydrogen bonding increases as the concentration of the solution increases or when the sample is analyzed neat. This lowers frequency of absorption to 3200 to 3550 per centimeter. The reason behind this is the mainly the hydrogen intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So you can see the stronger the hydrogen bonding, the longer the OH bond, that is more polarized. You can see here. The lower the force constant, the lower the vibrational frequency. The broader the band, that is hydrogen bonding is not uniform throughout the sample. And the more intense due to increased polarization of the OH bond, the absorption band. So due to this hydrogen bonding, there will be the broadness in the peak of the OH band will be there. So carbon oxygen stretching appear at 1000 to 1300 per centimeter. OH bending also occurs, but such bands couple with other vibrations and produce complex bands in the fingerprint region, that is near about 1330 to 1420 per centimeter. And if we consider the carbon oxygen stretching for primary alcohols, it will be near about 1050 to 1085 per centimeter. For secondary alcohols, it will be 1085 to 1125 per centimeter. And for tertiary alcohols, you can see the structures here. This will be 1125 to 1200 per centimeter. So for one example, we can see the one butanol. Here you can see the two distinct peaks which will confirm the presence of alcohol. So first one will be the strong broad OH stretch from 3200 to 3400. So here this the strong U-shaped broad OH peak you can observe for alcohols. Like ethers, carbon oxygen stretch from 1050 to 1260 per centimeter. So one strong peak for carbon oxygen stretch will be observed near about 1050 to 1260. And this band position changes depending on the alcohol substitutions like primary, secondary, tertiary, as we discussed in the last slide. In phenols, it becomes 1180 to 1260. So this is the shape is due to the presence of hydrogen bonding. This the broadness of the peak is mainly due to the presence of hydrogen bonding. Next functional group we are going to discuss is amines. In primary amines, it shows the NH stretch for NH2 as a doublet between 3200 to 3500 per centimeter. That is due to mainly symmetric and anti-symmetric modes. So NH2 has deformation band from 1590 to 1650. So not only this doublet at 3200 to 3500, it will be confirming the presence of primary amines, but also the deformation band at 1590 to 1650 will confirm the presence of amines. Additionally, there is a WAG band at 780 to 820 per centimeter. That is not diagnostic because it comes in the fingerprint region, so we cannot consider that band. So you can consider these two, that is doublet for primary amines at 3200 to 3500, and this deformation band at 1590 to 1650 per centimeter. In case of secondary amines, this NH band for R2NH occurs at 3200 to 3500 per centimeter, similar to primary amine, but here as a single sharp peak weaker than OH. So this peak will be not a doublet or weak doublets will be observed like your primary amines. Here you will get a single sharp peak, but this peak will be weaker than alcoholic peak and it will not be broad. So you can actually identify the single peak for this secondary amine. And for tertiary amines, because it doesn't have any NH bond, so there will not be any band in this region, that is whatever we are discussed 3200 to 3500 per centimeter for primary and secondary amines, that this peak will be absent in tertiary amines. Now, if we pause and review this area mainly, where or in between the inspect these bonds to hydrogen region, that is the mainly 2700 to 4000 per centimeter. Peaks from 2850 to 3000 are simply sp3ch in most organic molecules, and above 3000 per centimeter. Now here we have to learn shapes and not wave numbers. So here if you want to identify which type of bond is there, so peak shape will provide you the lots of information. Like first one, you can take the broad peak, U shape peak. Broad U shape peak gives the OH bond, so it is easy to identify. And if that same peak above 3000 is sharp peak, spike peak, then you can say it is due to the CH near to triple bond, carbon carbon triple bond. Now, instead of sharp peak, if you are getting a V shaped peak, you can say that it is a NH bond for secondary amine. And if there is a W shaped peak like this, then you can say that it is due to the primary amine, that is NH bond. And if there is a small peak shoulder just above 3000 per centimeter and not a proper shape peak, that is like this one or this V or W shaped peaks or broad peak, instead of that it is just shoulder to the above 3000 per centimeter, then you can call it as a CH stretching peak near to carbon carbon double bond in alkenes or in phenol ring. So this is the actually how you can identify or differentiate this region where that is above 3000, where you will get the peaks for all these type of bonds in the compound. Thank you.